I never asked you to love perfectly. I asked you to love deeply. The world has made love complicated, wrapped it in conditions, expectations, and disappointment. And because of that, people forget what it was meant to be. But I made it simple. If you want to understand love, don't study how people misuse it. Don't study how people fail with it. Look at what it was created to be. Look at what it was meant to reflect. Listen closely, because love is more than a feeling. It is more than emotion. It is more than words spoken in a moment. Love is a decision that gets made again and again, especially when it is not easy. It is what remains when feelings fade and when emotions change. Chapter 1. Love begins with patience. Love is patient. Love is kind. That means love doesn't rush people into becoming something they are not ready to be. It doesn't pressure growth, and it doesn't punish progress that is slow. Love waits, even when waiting feels uncomfortable, even when silence feels heavy, even when nothing seems to be changing at all. Love chooses patience when frustration rises. It chooses kindness when irritation feels justified. It chooses gentleness when reaction would feel easier. Because love is not impulsive. It is not reactive. It is not controlled by emotion in the moment. Love understands something deeper, that people are still becoming, still learning, still healing. And real love does not interrupt that process. It doesn't break what is still being built. It doesn't abandon what is still growing. It stays steady, even when it would be easier to leave. And if your love only appears when things are smooth, when people are easy, when everything feels right, then it is not love yet. It is comfort. It is convenience. Real love is proven in patience, not in perfection. Chapter 2. Love lets go of pride. Love does not envy. It does not boast. Love doesn't look at someone else's life and feel less than, and it doesn't look at someone else's life and feel above them either. Love doesn't measure worth through comparison. It doesn't compete for attention. It doesn't fight to be seen as better. Love is not threatened by someone else's success, and it is not dependent on being recognized to feel valuable. Love can celebrate others sincerely, without losing its peace, without losing its identity. It is not loud for validation, and it is not silent out of insecurity. It is simply secure. Because pride always creates pressure. It always creates tension. It always creates exhaustion. But love that is free from pride is calm. It is steady. It is unshaken by comparison. It can be overlooked and still remain whole. It can be unseen and still remain steady. And if your love needs recognition to survive, if it needs applause to feel real, then it is not rooted in truth. It is rooted in ego, and ego always collapses under pressure. Chapter 3. Love stays when it's hard. Love keeps no record of wrongs. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love does not store pain like evidence. It does not replay every mistake as justification to leave. It does not collect reasons to give up. It chooses not to live in memory of offense. It chooses not to stay trapped in what went wrong. Love protects, even after being hurt. It still tries to see value, even after disappointment. It still tries to understand, even after confusion. Not because it ignores reality, but because it refuses to let pain become the final voice. Love stays present in difficult places, in uncomfortable places, in places where most people would walk away. And when everything inside says leave, love pauses and asks a deeper question. Is there still something worth restoring? Because love is not quick to abandon, but it is also not foolish. It is strong enough to stay, and wise enough to let go when it must. Love does not destroy itself to prove loyalty, and it does not abandon easily just to feel free. It walks a narrow road, holding truth in one hand and grace in the other. This is the love I showed you, not perfect, but faithful, not easy, but real, not based on emotion, but built on truth that does not change. So when you love others, love with this kind of love, slow, steady, intentional. And when you feel unloved, when you feel overlooked or forgotten, remember this: you are already loved this way, completely, patiently, and without condition.